Hey everybody, it's Jim here. Man, I just came back from the grocery store. Did I score? Look at this. Huh? I got these. They were marked down. And they're organic, so they're good. And, like I said, I got them for a great price. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're saying, Jim, these bananas got all kinds of brown spots on them. That can't be good. Well, it is. You see, I'm not going to eat these bananas. I'm going to make a special treat that you're going to love. We're going to make Ben & Jerry's Cherry Garcia ice cream with these bananas. Now we got a little prep to do. So let me clean my table a little bit, because what we need to do, very first thing, is to peel our bananas. I remember one time I shared this recipe with someone, and I guess I wasn't really clear about freezing the bananas. So they went ahead and they froze their bananas. What they forgot to do was take the peel off. Now you can do that. The peel will turn black, but boy, you'll have a heck of a time getting the peel off once the banana's frozen. So what you want to do is you want to peel your bananas. Then what we're going to do is we're going to pop them in the freezer. So let's peel these up. And the nice thing about this is these will keep for a good long while in the freezer. They may get off color a little bit, but that doesn't harm anything. And the reason these spots are such a good thing is that means that the banana has ripened to its fullest. And that means that the sugars have fully developed. It also happens to be the healthiest time for the banana. You get the most amount of nutrient when you eat it this way. Actually, I guess if I had a choice, I would have probably picked bananas with even more spots on them. But you can buy them like this and let them sit for a day or so, and they'll certainly get more spots on them. So, let me peel the rest of these up, and then we'll get our other ingredients together, and we'll start to make our wonderful banana cherry Garcia ice cream. This is delicious. You know, it pays to be healthy, but sometimes you want a little something decadent. Before I began to eat healthy, I used to love ice cream. I'd eat ice cream like nobody's business. Of course, now I don't really eat ice cream. I don't eat dairy products, and this is a great substitute. It satisfies my sweet tooth. It's healthy for me, and it's just a good thing to have. So, okay, we've got our bananas peeled, and now what I like to do is I like to chop them into 1-inch pieces, and then we'll freeze them up. So this goes very quickly. Just slice them up into 1-inch pieces. That'll help when you go and put them in the blender to make the ice cream. Anytime you chop anything for your high-speed blender, the chopping reduces the workload on the blender, so it's a good thing to do. I think by chopping them in these sizes, I think you'll find that they freeze up a little bit quicker. And you can store these in a container. Once they're frozen, you can transfer them actually to plastic storage bags. There we are. And let's see if we can do 3 at a time. Wow, look at that. There we go. This is quick and easy. There we are. There's our sliced up bananas. Now let's pop them in the freezer. Then we'll be back to make our Cherry Garcia ice cream. Stand by. Okay, we're ready to make our banana Cherry Garcia soft serve ice cream. And there's not very many ingredients in this recipe. We have, of course, the bananas, which we froze, peeled and froze. And these are 2 bananas cut into 1-inch pieces. 1½ cups of frozen cherries. And these, of course, have been pitted and frozen. And the last ingredient is cacao chocolate, around 70% dark chocolate, which is very healthy for you. We're only going to use 1/4 cup of this. And the last thing is some almond milk. Now you could use coconut milk, or you can use, I'm using unsweetened almond milk, the original. They have this in flavors too, so if you like the vanilla flavor, you might want to try that, or even the chocolate flavor, but you're adding calories and sugar if you do that. So I like to use the original because it's only 30 calories per serving. One last thing before we start to prepare this dish. The serving container, because this is soft serve, you want to serve it immediately. So what I do is I take my serving dish and I put it in the freezer along with my other ingredients to get them frozen up, and I've taken it out of the serving bowl out of the freezer and I filled it with ice just to keep the serving bowl nice and chilled. Alright, let's get on with it. Let's go ahead and start this up and see what we've got. We're going to take our banana pieces, pop that into the Vitamix. We're going to take 1 cup of the cherries. We're going to only use a cup. I'm going to leave a half a cup left. Put 1 cup of the cherries in there. And we're going to add a little bit of almond milk. Not much, just a splash. And we'll get that started in the Vitamix. Now you can use any high-speed blender that work for this. But I love my Vitamix. It does a great job. It's a little noisy, as you'll see here. It really does do a great job. And you might have to scrape the sides down on this. Yeah, we're going to have to scrape it down. Get my scraper out, just to get it all starting to come together. We only want to get it to come together slightly at this point. Put the lid back on, turn it on. There we go. Yep, there we are. Now we're going to get in the chocolate and the balance of the cherries. And we want to just pulse this a couple of times. And there we are. And you can see the Vitamix is going to make this into a nice creamy dish. We want to go ahead and get rid of our ice cubes now. Just pour those out. And we'll pour in our cherry Garcia ice cream. There we go. Doesn't that look great? And there it is. Let's taste. Oh man, that's delicious. Anyway, enjoy. Summer's coming. This is a great dessert for one of those hot summer days. This is Jim. Thanks for watching. Man, this is so good.